Millions of years ago, a wondrous race inhabited the Earth. They were technologically advanced beyond our comprehension. They are now known as ancients. As the ancients evolved, they seeded the galaxy with their culture. To avoid copious amounts of space travel, they developed the Stargate network. The ancients' ultimate quest was ascension, the evolution to a higher plane of existence. During the course of this quest, they took an interest in the meaning of life. In an effort to research the creation of the universe, they built a spaceship called the Destiny. The Destiny was sent unmanned toward the center of the universe, and the ancients moved on to other aspects of their evolution. They planned to return through a Stargate aboard the Destiny once it reached its target location. However, they were interrupted by a hostile force in the Milky Way and were forced to flee to the Pegasus galaxy. Their home in Pegasus was a city ship named Atlantis. Millions of years later, another species began using the Stargate network again. They were referred to by others as the Tau'ri, but they called themselves humans. In the year 2009, the United States military sent an expedition through a Stargate to explore the Destiny. The crew was able to survive, but found that the Destiny did not have enough power to send them home. The Destiny was powered by stars. When the ship was low on energy, it raised its shield and flew through the center of a sun to recharge. Scientists aboard the Destiny wanted to use this power to send some of their people through the Stargate back home to Earth. The attempt to dial Earth was successful, but the wormhole was dangerously unstable. One crew member made it through to Earth and one remained behind. The rest were sent to a nearby gate on the surface of a planet. Over time, the transported group would realize that they had been sent thousands of years into the past. The personnel were forced to build their own society in order to survive. The group was split into two factions. One believed that the scientists who remained on board the Destiny would find and rescue the crew. They called themselves Futurans. The other faction did not want to wait around for a savior and focused on creating a more permanent society. They called themselves Tanarans. Over time, the Futuran cause died out and its members drifted toward the Tanaran faction. However, the converting members had trouble adjusting their lives to fit the Tanarans' capitalist model, as the Futurans had succeeded in creating a working form of communism. At the same time, the planet that housed both societies was ravaged by a series of natural disasters. A black hole was drifting toward the civilization, and both colonies knew that evacuation was necessary. After absorbing the last of the Futuran citizens, the Tanaran faction was able to build spacecraft and evacuate the planet. They found a new, more sustainable world and named it Tanara. The leaders of the time knew that a great nation would be born, but first, a solution to the population's government divide was needed. The people of Tanara split the country into two states, one pure capitalist and the other total communist. The capitalist state went completely unregulated and relied on the responsibility and morality of its inhabitants. The communist state was completely controlled by government officials and was dependent on the responsibility and morality of its leadership. Each state was left completely alone by the overarching Tanaran Council, and in return, each state supported the council in its decisions. This support included the formation of one central military. The military included security teams trained solely for combat, as well as specialized research teams, as you have witnessed already. There is much more to be told about the Tau'ri, and before them, the ancients. But for now, it is time to turn our attention to the outpost used by both historic peoples, first as a vehicle, then as a city, and then as an outpost: Atlantis.
Eli? Are you alright?
Oh my god.
Eli?
Guys, this is not Tanara.
He's okay.
I heard him.
Eli, what happened? Should we come through?
I don't know. I don't know where I am. I don't know if it's safe yet.
Well, how much time do we have?
Now, 37 minutes. You have 37 minutes until your Stargate explodes.
Try to figure out if it's any safer there than it is here.
Well,
I can't tell for sure. Not yet.
you need to make a decision, Eli.
I don't think you should rush him on this, Jones.
I just need a little more time.
We don't have any more time. We either need to go through the gate or we need to run.
Well, I don't know which one to recommend yet.
Is the environment on the new planet habitable?
It looks like I'm inside a building.
Are there any hostile forces near the gate?
No, I'm alone for now.
Alright, we're coming through.
Whoa.
Is there a way we can go back through that thing?
No, it only works one way.
Oh, so it's pretty much useless to us now.
If we can find some more fuel, we can dial somewhere else with it.
And at least it's giving us some light.
Actually, we should probably find the light switches pretty soon. Now that we're all on the other side, it's going to shut down any second.
So that's it. We actually found Earth, and now we're completely cut off.
We can worry about that when we get back to Tanara. Speaking of which, Eli, what the heck is this place?
Report.
Still no sign of them, Commander.
Soldier, I don't understand how they were there 1 minute and gone the next.
We've been looking for days now. I told you, there was a section of the building that had collapsed.
There's nothing to indicate that they were in that section when the explosion happened.
Actually, they were checking out the Stargate embarkation room when the beacon was first set off.
And they would have left the room before the self-destruct device.
Vala. We're all worried about them. I know that you are particularly fond of their team, but we can't keep dancing around the issue. We need to figure out what happened to them.
You're right. Scott, whatever happened to them, I sent them there. We all know they didn't want to go.
It's not your fault. It was supposed to be a low-risk mission. Just some desert planet with a few technology-packed pyramids.
It would just be so tragic if they... Do it. Search the destroyed area for their remains.
That's the thing. We already have.
What? I told you not to. You listen to me.
We didn't find anything.
What?
There were no bodies.
No bodies?
No DNA, no radioactive signature, nothing. They might be dead, Vala, but they didn't die in that building.
So they escaped the building.
Also impossible. The magnetic trails we picked up only showed one set of footprints through the doors, from when they went in. Their tracking equipment would have left another trail if they had passed through the doors again. They're not in the building, but they never left it.
Well then, where did they go?